Hello and welcome to Would You Rather with Big Mike and the boys. I'm Big Mike and here are some boys. Tony and Liam, how's it going?
I'm alright, chap. Can't complain.
How you doing, Mike? You okay, lad?
I'm okay. Why do you always look confused when I ask you guys how you're doing?
I don't know.
As if you don't see it coming every time.
Yeah. It's a big question, Mike.
Yeah, I think it spurs from, like, I don't know, what was it, episode 2 and 3 when I answered first and you said Tony's name first. I don't know, we're always just a bit worried that we're going to fuck it up.
As if you could make this podcast any worse.
We're trying every week. Twice a week now.
Twice a week. Has everyone at home been enjoying our little bonus episodes of the Purgecast?
Oh yeah, I'm loving it. Oh yeah, I love it too.
Rave Reviews. So, yeah, we've been enjoying doing them and we're going to keep doing them. Why not?
Exactly. Got nothing else to do.
Bonus free content. See, on this podcast, we give you ads. But on the Purgecast, it's currently $3.99.
Yeah, ad free.
Ad free. Bonus and ad free.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you should be like thanking us on Facebook or like donating some kind of money in some kind of way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that kind of way.
Just help us out, like.
Yeah.
Come on, I wouldn't exactly call it free money, you know?
Exactly. No one would.
All we need is just a bit of cash in our pockets.
Yeah, just cash flow. That's what we're doing this for, you know? It's not for the enjoyment or to spend time with each other. Just a bit of cash flow. That's what we need.
We're now on YouTube, so that's new. So you can check out any of our episodes on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. We have a new website, bigmikepod.com. Do you like the URL there, lads?
It's a bit short, but yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
I just thought it was catchy, you know. It's just the important bits, you know. That's the thing about a website.
God.
It's just the important bits. You don't put it in like
What, pod? Pod is the important bit.
pod.
Yeah.
Pod's important. It is a pod, and Big Mike. That's an important part too.
Yeah.
Right. .com's probably the most important.
Yeah.
Actually, if you didn't put it, you'd probably still find the website. So I could say it's the least important. Do you remember? This is like some fun throwback talk now, but do you remember in the old days when you'd say www dot and then the rest of the website?
Yeah.
Why did we drop the www dot?
Makes you wonder whether you ever needed it at all.
Was it just there as filler? Did it just look cool?
And then it would be, HBTT dash.
Yeah.
And do you remember when websites were first the cool thing in the early 2000s? And like shops would, instead of Tesco, it'd be tesco.ie.
Mm-hmm.
That was
cool, wasn't
That was
it?
good.
Yeah, it's very cool, alright.
So what you're trying to say is we've missed the boat a little bit.
What I'm trying to say is that I'm running out of material, lads. Nostalgia, that's cool, huh?
Yeah, everyone knows that.
Do you remember bottles of Score, little lemonade bottles?
10
penny bags.
Yeah.
Oh man, you'd go in with like €1 and you'd get €1 worth of sweets. What a fucking time to be alive.
Yeah.
It'd be a full. It was great. It'd be a full. Before it was euros, the pounds. You'd have a full bag.
Pounds worth, like.
Take you about a week.
Oh, with a pound.
Take you about a week to eat them.
With a pound, you could get a can of Coke, bag of potatoes, and a fucking.
And a Mercedes Benz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still have change for chips later, you know.
The local shop by me actually bought his shop with £1.
Did they?
Believe it or not. Yeah.
Was it a pound shop? Lads, let's just stop recording now because it's not going to get any better than that.
Gold.
Right? Have you ever
90s gold.
Have you ever heard of the show Desert Island Discs?
Heard of it? Yeah.
Desert Island Discs.
Yes.
Yeah.
That can't be a real show.
Yeah.
Why discs?
Well, he was about to tell you, I guess.
Okay.
Explain the premise if you don't know the premise.
This was only really going to work if you knew what Desert Island Discs was. So anyway, I've made up my new show called Desert Island Crisps.
Class.
So if you were being put onto a desert island, right, and this is for both of you, what items would you bring? So you can bring one book, one CD, one DVD, and it's only one disc now. It's not like a whole box set. 100 liters of any drink, and to make the name fit, one packet of crisps.
Right. So I was too busy thinking about what book I'd bring. Missed the rest. I got book and crisps. Go on, tell me.
Let's start with the book.
With the book?
Or does it depend on what else you can bring?
No. Could it be like a book that doubles as like a raft?
What book does double as a raft? Is that Treasure Island?
I could make it like,
No, it needs to be a book that exists that you know of.
Okay. I'd probably take The Hobbit.
Okay, short, like in stature and length.
I'm not big into reading, and I just really like that. So.
Okay. Would it be a big risk to take a book you've never read before? Do you know? Because at least you'd be reading it for the first time. It wouldn't be like straight away. It wouldn't be a book you already read.
What do you mean? Like, should I take a book I've never read before?
That would be a big risk.
Yeah, because at least you'd have one new read of it.
Oh, but sure, if it's shit, like.
Oh, you'd be so mad at yourself.
Wouldn't you? Mm. And everyone else who fucking suggested it.
You'd be like, here, gives a read of your book there. No. Oh, come on.
Who are you talking to?
Wilson.
So what book would you bring, Tony? Would you bring Lord of the Rings?
Know.
Be a bit more intelligent than
I
Liam?
was thinking I was trying to think of some nice
pop-up
book.
Pop-up book? Jesus. The Hobbit, but pop-up version. So what pop-up?
I bring the Bible.
Would you actually?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Firewood.
Kindling, yeah. So what was the second thing?
A CD.
Oh.
A CD?
Yeah.
But how are we going to listen to that?
You have a CD player. It's already there.
Alright.
Jeez, the batteries are run out.
Yeah.
Forget about that. Works by a water wheel.
I think I'd take The Character Tree by Lil Wayne.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And Tony?
Spice Girls.
Which one?
Which album?
I don't know. I saw
Best of. Yeah. Spice Girls' greatest hits.
If that's a 2-disc, you can only bring one, so you'd have to make your decision.
Now 54.
Disc 1 or 2.
Oh, it's only one disc?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only take one disc.
Disc 1's usually better.
Yeah.
I'd take the bonus disc.
Disc 3.
You only get like 3 songs.
3 songs.
Better usually.
So you've got the Bible and the bonus disc 3 of Now 54.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a great fire.
1 DVD, and again, 1 disc.
It's a toss-up for me. It's either American Gangster or Superbad.
I haven't seen American Gangster.
Yeah, that's good.
It's very good. It's up there with Superbad, if you ask me.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I'll go Superbad. I'd never really get sick of that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Step Brothers as well. Though. It's another one you just don't get sick of it. Like.
It's not as good as Superbad though.
Yeah, it's probably not. Superbad, I think.
Tony?
The Happening.
Are you taking the piss? And this is the question about this episode. This is just like since episode 1. Are you taking the piss?
It's a very good movie. You ever seen it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's actually awful. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, really.
What about the Purge Anarchy?
Purge Anarchy. Jeez, as long as there's things there I could purge once I watch it.
Trees and stuff. Trees and fruit.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So what are you going for? Are you actually going for The Happening?
No. I would probably go for... I'd go with Deer Hunter.
Okay. Was that like Robert De Niro or something?
Yeah. It's a long one as well, so you wouldn't get bored of it too well. Yeah.
You might get bored of it, but at least you could watch it 10 minutes a day and then binge watch it one day.
Yeah.
Right. So 100 litres of any drink. And after that, you just have water.
100 litres.
Absinthe.
Yeah?
Probably something like that. Let's be honest. If I have access to water, then yeah, it's definitely going to be an alcoholic drink.
Yeah.
Just for the resale value, is it?
No, if I have access to something, it'll definitely be an alcoholic drink. I'd probably bring red Dublin or whiskey, to be honest.
Would you? I was thinking I'd go Middleton Very Rare.
You're fancy boys.
We're fucking too right, mate.
So he's saying I'm wrong to take Pepsi Max, like?
No, you take whatever you want, man. But
Personal preference.
You're not going to have much crack with us two.
Yeah. I'd be there drinking my absinthe, reading the Bible, listening to Now 54.
Watching Deer Hunter, multitasking, getting it all used up as quick as you can.
Spoiling it all ASAP.
And what crisps are you eating, Tom?
Okay, and just to make the title of the game work, what packet of crisps would you bring?
This was actually the hardest question for me.
Yeah, it's just one. It's not 100 bags.
I know.
What is one packet?
Yeah.
It's one you have to really
Oh,
like.
for fuck's sake!
And after that, you're just eating like fruit and.
But how big a packet? Like
50 grams is your max, but it has to be an existing packet of crisps.
50 grams, even a packet of crisps.
I think they're usually about 40, so it's giving you a bit of leeway there.
Cheers. Fucking hell.
It has to be something that goes well with Middleton.
Mine would be either Hot Lips or Banshee Bones.
Yeah, well, they're good choices. You're a corn snack kind of guy then, Tony.
I know they're full of flavour, you know what I mean? I'd probably go with Banshee Bones.
Yeah.
Strong flavour.
Bear in the Big Blue House crisps.
Oh yeah? Do they still make them?
Can they? For the purpose it is?
I don't know. What flavour were they?
I'm not sure. I just remember them being delicious.
Bear flavoured.
No, maybe they were like spring onion. I don't know. I can't. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. No, maybe they were just one of those ones that said spicy, but they never specified what spice. I can't remember, but I just remember them being delicious. They were my favorite crisp when I was a kid.
Okay, so I feel like I know a lot about you guys now.
Say that every week, look.
So Tony, you've gone for the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Now 54, the bonus CD3, and if there is no CD3 in Now 54, you don't get anything. By the way, so you better be right about that.
Yeah.
Deer Hunter on DVD. Is it Red Dubliner whiskey?
Red Dubliner whiskey, we'll go for that. Yeah.
100 litres of that, and one single bag of Banshee Bones. And Liam, you've gone for The Hobbit. Lil Wayne, The Carter 3, super bad. You've gone for Middleton Extra Rare, very rare.
Very rare.
Middleton Very Rare, and you've gone for Bear in the Big Blue House crisp, which if there are any left, they're definitely going to be out of date.
I don't know if they, yeah.
They might last forever.
That'll be okay anyway.
Crisps can go out of date. It tastes okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just to let you know, tomorrow your ship leaves and you're on the way to a desert island. I'll have your cabin filled up.
Fucking please God.
Yes.
I would fucking welcome it with open arms right now.
To be honest with you, that 100-litre Dublin whiskey, if I was on an island like that, would probably only last me 50 days easily. Like, not even.
2 litres a day, every day.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get into it. So lads, we have a new sponsor again this week.
Class.
It's a new and upcoming business.
Sounds good.
It's called Dapper Mike's Pocket Square Warehouse. Come on down to Dapper Mike's Pocket Square Warehouse. We have Ireland's widest range of pocket squares. Choose from over 10,000 patterns and 800 colours. Each one comes individually gift wrapped in delicate crepe paper. Come in store to choose the perfect one for you or browse our virtual store online. We have hundreds of personal pocket square stylists waiting to take your call. No, seriously, they're waiting. Please call now. Only $49.99 each. Please note, our pocket squares do not double as handkerchiefs. Any snots or bodily fluids will bleach the fabric and may release noxious gases. So come on down to Dapper Mike's Pocket Square Warehouse, where we have the right pocket square for you.
They sound good.
Yeah?
I think they sound like one of the most professional.
Yeah, the most professional one we had yet.
Sponsors that we've had yet, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, they look good. You should see Dapper Mike. He's a handsome man.
Is he, yeah?
I'm more a pocket triangle kind of man.
Are you? Oh, God. Like, we're supposed to try out their products and tell people how they are. And that's...
Well, they might change your mind,
They
Tom.
might change your mind, exactly, yeah.
But you received your package last week, Tony, and you're still a pocket triangle.
No, Mike, no. You don't. You can talk all the shit you want, but you don't make Tony sound silly because you fucking decided it. Oh yeah.
But that's how ads work on podcasts.
Yeah, but not on this one.
Not on this
Dapper
one.
Mike's a fucking tight cunt. We might go and fucking purge him. Get on with the show. Ask us the question. Play my fucking music.
Yeah.
If you'd like us to advertise your product on the podcast, please email us at bigmikepod@gmail.com. Would you rather only be able to watch TV shows that were aired on this date from any year, or only be able to watch RTE1? So for all our non-Irish listeners out there, RTE1 is the kind of basic Irish channel. It's aimed more at old people, and it shows things like the news and mass and some original programming, but it's got very little that's of any particular interest to people our age anyway.
To anybody really, I think.
Yeah,
They kind of just gave up.
it's quite bad.
Yeah.
It's one in Ireland. We only have about 5 TV channels now, and it's probably the least interesting.
Yeah.
Unless you're TG4.
Yeah,
They still have some good stuff on there. They have surprisingly good stuff. Like they have Breaking Bad now.
Did they?
they used
Yeah.
to show the Muppets Tonight, but it was in Irish,
Oh.
so I was like,
And what was the thing you said? Only watch.
TV shows that were released on this date any year. So
This day being the 19th of October.
if we were going to say today, yeah, but it would be whatever day it is. So if you're trying to keep up with the TV show, you have to be watching it on the right date, or else you can't watch it for a whole year.
I don't really
I'm not
understand.
following this, Mike. So you can only watch one episode of a TV show if it's been released on this day of the year.
So it's any TV show that was released on today's date, whatever day you're watching it. If you're watching it today on the 19th of October, it needs to have been released on the 19th of October any year. And tomorrow, you can only watch something that's been released on the 20th of October any year.
Oh, so it's kind of like what life used to be like when you had to be in at 7 o'clock on a Thursday to watch whatever. Or
Yeah, but you don't have to stick with the time. It just has to be the right date.
that's not that bad at all. Like, so every Wednesday you can watch.
So it just means no more binge watching.
Yeah, but like you have, like I'm sure you could watch a TV show or two every day and like just loop it.
But if you missed it that day, you have to wait till next year to watch it again.
And not binge watching. You can't watch an episode of something, like every day or every 2 days. You have to wait a week. If they took a break for 2 weeks in the middle, you have to wait those 2 weeks.
You'd really get into like Coronation Street and shows like that are just every day basically, aren't they?
Yeah, well, you'd want to. But like there are probably some days where like almost no TV shows were released. So if you have like a day and you want to like sit down and watch TV, you might only have the news from different channels to watch.
Yeah. This is tough because it's basically just like, do you want to go back and watch telly like you used to watch it in the 90s? Or
Do you remember how much all this terrible stuff you used to watch just for the sake of watching?
Yeah. Babies now have like tablets and phones, and they watch the exact video that they love, and if an ad comes on, they start crying. Whereas like in our day, like your favorite show ended and fucking Flash Gordon came on, and what are you going to do? Not watch TV? So you just have to watch Flash Gordon.
Exactly. That's what Tony was saying. Like, all the rubbish you watched just because it was on. Like,
oh, I watched some awful stuff. Like, well, I used to go searching for the worst stuff then if nothing was on. You know what I mean? The worse, the better.
Is that how you ended up with Now 54 Disc 3?
No. That's still my top listening.
And when you say they were released on this date, you mean like
First aired on TV.
First aired on TV. Okay.
You'd be very up to date on when things were aired, though, wouldn't you?
You would.
Yeah.
I think
You'd be doing your research,
quiz master, like.
So if you think about it, because nowadays with streaming services on Amazon Prime, they might drop a whole season in one day. So that's it. You have to watch it that day, or else you can't watch it.
There mightn't be enough time in that day.
Yeah.
Though, Mike.
There might be. You might have to wait till next year to watch the rest of it.
But Mike, if I want to watch the whole season, can't be doing that to me.
Well, that's your choice. Or watch RTE, and you can just watch anything they have on. Like, they might have shows on all the time that are really good. I don't know.
The Bill, that's still like a 90s TV show.
How are they doing that?
Did it do?
So impressive how they've kept it like just between about 1992 and 97.
But how much money goes into RTE? I suppose I haven't watched it in a long time, but nothing news on that, is there?
No, I haven't. Obviously, I haven't watched it in years really either. But no, and because all of the kind of the like modern, the good shows seem to go to RT2 because that's what younger people tend to watch more, I think.
As we're recording now, a program called A Big Week in September has just started, and it is a repeat, but there are subtitles.
Oh, I was really
So,
looking forward to watching
You
that,
have
actually.
other classics such as Barefoot in the Park, The News, the RTE News with singing, The Angelus, then The News again, then a show called What Planet Are You On? That's new. The Zoo, Fair City, Home of the Year, The News again, The Southwesterlies, The Meaning of Life, Finding Joy.
The Meaning of Life as in Monty Python.
No, it'd be The Meaning of Life with whoever does it now. Gay Byrne used to do it, so maybe.
Don't even know it.
Did you never see the clip with Gay Byrne and Stephen Fry?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was The Meaning of Life.
It's a new program. It's a series, and it's the finale.
That's a lot of things to be like.
So basically, about a third of the day, the news seems to be on.
Yeah, but you see, with Amazon Prime and Netflix and everything like that now, there's probably been a new show released pretty much every day for the year.
Maybe.
It must be like there's way more than 365 shows on each of those. They probably, they wouldn't have released like 10 in one day. They'd release them day by day by day. I think. I don't think it'd be that much. But you can't watch movies again, Mike, or you can.
You can only watch movies on the day that they were released as well.
All right, so you can watch movies.
Yeah, just only on the day they were released.
Jeez, that's not so bad at all.
Yeah, but surely there's been so many days now that something's been released.
That's what I mean.
Movies are generally released on a Friday, I think.
Yeah, but it's only on the date. Like, you don't have to wait for the exact day.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, like Friday is a different date every year.
Yeah, exactly. So over all the years, it's not.
I think you could get away with it, maybe.
I just cannot imagine just having RTE. To be fair, I don't watch TV anymore. Like, I don't watch live TV or TV channels at all.
I can't remember the last time I watched that.
No. I only watch, like, Netflix or YouTube.
A few years ago, I was talking to a customer, making small talk, and I was like, we're talking about, like, some TV show, and I was like, yeah, I mean, no one watches TV, like, anymore, do they? And he was like, well, I don't know. And it turned out he worked for the BBC in the TV department. And I was like, no one watches that shit anymore.
But like, there's no one gathering around to watch a series every week, is there really?
No.
Like, my mother used to do it the odd time, like, for, I don't know, Death and Nightingales and shit like that. I don't know what the fuck.
My parents don't even do it anymore.
No.
They watch the news now. 6 o'clock. 6
Yeah.
news every night.
So I've been watching The Boys on Amazon Prime lately, and they're only releasing an episode every week. But still, I can watch it any time of that day or any day afterwards. So even though I'm still waiting a week for a new episode, I can still just watch it whenever I want.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I don't think the specific day of the release, I don't think that option's so bad. Because, like, I don't know, you broaden your...
Either way, it's no more binge watching.
Well, no, because like you said, if they released the whole series in a day, you can binge watch that day.
You'll have to binge watch it that day.
Yeah, but you need to be in the mood that day.
Yeah, but like there'll be something the next day. I think it'll broaden your, like, what's this?
Movie intake or whatever.
Yeah, broaden your interests as well, like, because you just sit down and watch whatever you could have, like.
Are you thinking about trying it?
No, absolutely not, because I have free will, and I'm happy to have my free will. But
But at least RTE1, it's easier, isn't it? You just sit down, you turn on TV. So it'll be a lot of work, a lot of research.
But it's shit, Mike. You said it's like news for more than half the day. You don't want to be watching news these days. It's all nonsense, like.
The coronavirus numbers are similar to what they were yesterday, and the nation's in panic.
Yeah, and who needs that? Like, no one needs that in their lives right now. I think people should be turning off the telly anyway.
Yeah. Putting on YouTube. Putting on Would You Rather with Big Mike and the Boys on YouTube. That's what they should be doing instead.
Exactly. That's what they should be doing, man.
That's all they should be doing, actually.
That's it. Learn something new.
Learn something new. Listen to it here, and then head on over to our YouTube channel and listen to it again. That's what you should do.
Perfect. With a nice little cartoon logo in the background. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's double listens for us. You get to hear it twice.
And again, back to the cash flow. Might generate some cash for us.
Yes, we are struggling.
No, but yeah. I don't know about Tom. You?
Yeah, it probably would be better. I just hate RTE. I hate it.
Yeah.
Reeling in the ears, even. No, not that. No, I don't know what I'm saying. Now you're just brainwashing me, Mike. You know?
But like RT1 was never my go-to, even when we only had 3 and 4 channels. Like, you'd never have RT1 on. Mum would have that on in the kitchen watching the news, and I'd be inside watching Pokemon or whatever.
So, are you saying your mother would probably pick the RT1? Or do you think
she for sure would. I think she for sure would. She'd just find it too confusing, the day of the year thing. Like, she'd just be like, nah, fuck that. She'd just be like, I'll stick on RT1. I don't watch much telly and I'll do a crossword. That's what she'd do.
Alright. Some woman for crosswords?
Not even really, but I'd say she'd get into it, If RT1 was the option, like. And what's this? What would Mary Tobin rather, like?
I hate crosswords because I always get really cross at the words.
That's it, yeah. It's called angry words.
What's 1A? No, it's 1 up. 1 down.
1A.
It's never up.
Yeah, it's not up, like, up and the other across. No, cross the other way.
Did you ever play Sudoku?
Yeah.
It's like paint by numbers.
In what way? Just the numbers, like?
I paint all the blue ones green. All the ones blue and the 2s
Jesus
green.
Christ. Will we just answer this, or?
Yeah. So lads, what are your answers?
I'm gonna go with the date one, not RT. Right from RT.
Anything but RT.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it either, but that's the one I'm going with also.
So both the lads went for not the RTE one. They would like to watch only TV shows that were released on this date of any year. But let us know over on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at Big Mike Pod. What would you rather? Due to the current world climate at recording, this might be quite a bad one. But would you rather own a pub that you can never drink in or a restaurant that you can never eat in? So obviously at the moment you can't drink in any pubs.
yeah. Very like right now, yeah. A restaurant you can't eat in or a pub you can never drink in.
Yeah.
Then what can you have in a restaurant?
Drink. Get fucking steaming.
You can have a drink or you can just go to work and you know what I mean? You can eat elsewhere.
Yeah, but that's just fucking awkward, like,
Yeah, but
time consuming, you know what I mean? It's time consuming.
And in the pub
time is money.
We can eat in the pub. Still get pub grub.
Yeah, I guess so. But you get nothing to wash it down with, like.
Where you can't even have a glass of water, like, or you can't just have alcohol.
Can't drink in it. Can't drink anything.
Can I squeeze the juices from, I don't know, whatever I'm eating? Like a steak. Bit of steak juice to wash it down.
What's interesting is you're both like, I was expecting you to think, okay, I can't do one of these things in one or the other, so which is worse. But you're like trying to think of ways around it, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Joe, if you can't drink in your pub, you're still planning on eating in there. Do you know, like, that's mental to me.
Why?
What?
Just go somewhere else for food and drink, like.
Well, no. Well, then you should have said, well, you own a restaurant, you can't eat or drink in there, or you own a pub and you can't eat and drink in there. Like, you get us the fucking out here, like.
So a restaurant, you still could have a drink.
Yeah. That's what he's saying.
If you pick the pub with no drink.
What? No, you pick the restaurant, then you can have a drink in the restaurant. You don't have a pub and a restaurant. You just have one, and you can do what he said. Yeah, I'll have a pub and a restaurant, join them together, and I'll just go over there. Like, I'll sit in the middle and eat my dinner. Like,
I'm not giving you two booming businesses here, like.
Yeah. Just have an L-shaped table between them. Your dinner on one side and a drink on the other. Like,
yeah.
Don't know why it'd have to be L-shaped. It could just be a straight table.
No, L's better. It's funner. It's funner.
Yeah,
mine would be circular. It'd be like a half moon.
Like a new moon.
Oh.
Yeah, like I do love a good drinky booze. Like
Yeah.
But you can drink anywhere else in the world.
I know, but like when you own a bar and you work in a bar, that bar becomes your life. Like,
Would you work in it?
if I owned it, I probably would. I guess I would. I don't know.
But just having a drinky booze in general, I know you can have a drink somewhere else, but I
Yeah.
suppose you'd have to just re-establish what a pub would be. Instead of having a pub, it would just be park time. If you can have a drink anywhere else.
Park time? You drink in the park?
Yeah, you'd be sitting on a bench.
Why? Like, you own a pub, it's doing well enough. You have money, you can drink next door. But why would you be in a park?
What do you mean I can drink next door?
You can drink in any other pub in the
No,
world.
you can drink in any other pub, just not the pub you own, and you can't eat in the restaurant you own.
All right.
You can eat anywhere else.
All right.
You're not banned from Mackie D's. Not like in real life.
I think I misunderstood this question.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, like, would you at least be able to try the menu? You'd never know if it was good or not then.
No.
If you had the restaurant, you know?
That's what he's saying.
That's a terrible thing. It'd be a lot worse, I think, for a restaurant than it would a pub because
if you can't taste your food,
you can't taste the food coming out.
You wouldn't have faith in your head chef, like?
You still have taste. It's not that I wouldn't have faith, but if it's not your vision for what you want.
Exactly, yeah.
Or, you know, if your Guinness, you'd want to know if your Guinness is good as well.
I know, but you wouldn't necessarily have to taste it. You could trust the barman's opinion on that. You could, like.
Not the barman that Tony's met.
You know Guinness is good without even tasting it, but looking at it straight away.
Generally. But, I don't know, like, I think just the social side of it would be so much harder not to drink in your bar.
I don't know.
But I mean, in the other way, you don't even have a bar.
Yeah, I know. But, I don't know, would I want a bar I can't drink in?
So would you, let's take out the you can't drink, you can't eat part. What would you rather have?
A bar. 100% a bar.
Yeah, a bar probably.
So a big part of having the bar is being able to have a drink in it then. If you definitely pick the bar and you're considering your options here.
Well, yeah. I think it's, me personally, that would be my, like, personality type, is I'd want to fucking treat my staff to a shot, or fucking sit down and have a beer with them after a shift, or, you know. But not being able to do that, I think it would take away a lot of it from me. Be a bit sad.
Would you, if you had the restaurant, would you sit down and drink in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably all I do actually in the restaurant.
But I mean, like, maybe it's because I haven't really worked in restaurants, but like sitting down and having a staff meal isn't like something that I would care about necessarily, you know. But I think that drink after a fucking tough shift, to sit down with the people you work with, is just one of the best feelings ever. Like.
Yeah, would it be missing that much if you couldn't drink?
You get used to it, I'd imagine.
You could still buy them all a drink. You could still sit down and chat to them. You could have a bottle of water that you like drank outside the front door, you know, or like you could have.
Yeah, but even getting through a fucking busy shift without a drink of water is crazy. Like.
Yeah, so you're working on the bar in this pub.
Well, if I owned it, I probably would. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still a fucking young man, you know.
Still a young man with your life ahead of you.
That's it. I love working a bar as well.
I don't know, I'm no spring chicken now these days.
Fuck off, Tony.
I'm more salt and pepper these days.
So you're an old man, Tony.
I'm a greyhound.
I mean, like the option would be to never go into this pub or restaurant.
Yeah, but fuck that. Like,
into your own pub or restaurant.
Yeah, like if you wouldn't have to go in if it would torture you not to be able to sample things.
Don't know. It's been a bit of a dream of mine to have my own bar for like, I don't know, 10 years.
And am I spoiling it here for you?
Well, not really, but it just changes my answer to this question. Like, if it was a restaurant, yeah, maybe I wouldn't work it. Maybe I'd fucking hire the right people and then I'd open a separate bar. That would be my way around it. Like, even if the bar was fucking costing me money, I'd be happy.
Let's say you can't do that for the sake of the question.
Okay, I thought that might be coming.
And what kind of restaurant would I be opening, Mike?
What kind of restaurant would you be opening, Tony?
Probably a bendy bus.
So you could lean out the window and eat a sandwich. Is that?
That would be my dream. Lean out the window with a snacker. Come on in.
But you can't have made it in there. It can't be food from the restaurant. Like,
you know, you like the commitments with their fish chip shop.
Was that the commitment?
Well, it wasn't really a fish. It was just a fish and chip thing that they lugged their gear in.
So what kind of restaurant would you open? Pizza parlor.
Yeah, what kind of restaurant would you open, Tom?
A snacker. It have to be a snacker bar, but you can never taste them.
Yeah, that'd be torture.
Yeah, that would
Be food you don't like.
Yeah.
That wouldn't even be funny. No, it'd be some sort of cheesy restaurant. Everything's full of cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't have it.
Some lactose intolerance.
But with that also would be torture. Like, you see how good it
I
is.
do like cheese, but no, it'd be alright.
Yeah, it'd be easier to say no to.
Yeah.
I would just have it'd be just tomatoes. Everything's a tomato. Tomato avocado. That's what I call it. Tomato avocado. And I was just like, no, thank you. Perfect.
And all the drinks are made out of tomato or avocado.
Yeah, you can only have Bloody Marys or tomato juice.
Oh, Bloody Marys are lovely though.
I hate them.
Oh,
Wouldn't bother me.
oh yeah.
Yeah, look, that covers it. But that means I'll never, ever, ever open a bar. It's just quite sore. So, fuck it, maybe I'll just go like straight edge, open the bar.
Into the wild.
No, straight edge, open a bar. I don't know. Fuck that.
Be grand.
No, fuck that.
Just have a drink somewhere else.
Someone would say, does this Pepsi taste off to you? And you'd be like, I don't know.
I can't fucking tell you, man. You know
tell
this
you.
as well. You're fucking sacked.
It's one of your customers.
A customer would never come up to you and say, does this taste off to you? It's just weird, like.
Hey, will you taste this?
Yeah. You put your fucking mouth.
Actually, I've definitely had customers do that. Like,
I've had customers ask me, is this taste off to
Yeah,
you? Loads
maybe
of times.
so. Maybe so. But no. They're sacked as well, whoever they were. They just lost their job outside my bar. I've gone mad with power now. I'm not drunk with power though. Because I can't get fucking drunk. So,
working without a drink would be a lot worse than eating. It would be a lot worse than not being able to eat on a shift if you
Yeah.
do it that way.
yeah, definitely. So like you kind of have to take out of the equation that it's a bar or a restaurant. It's just like, would you prefer to go fucking 9 hours without eating on a shift or 9 hours without drinking on a shift?
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, lads. When I came up with this question, I wasn't expecting either of you to work in the business.
Well, you literally said, and this is what put the thought in my head, you wouldn't just go to work and like just get on with it. That's what you said at the start of the question.
Yeah, but going to work, I meant like going and checking things, not like actually doing.
Well, I would definitely graft as well if I
I place, I'd be grafting.
100%.
Well, I'm glad you guys are hard workers. And where can people get in touch if they want to get employment?
Yeah.
Gainful employment.
Yeah.
Anywhere?
BigMikePod@gmail.com.
Yeah, do that please.
I'll take a 3% aid.
If you're looking to hire like
No bother,
anybody, Mike, you won't take. I have access to that email address as well. Don't worry about it.
Damn.
But yeah, I'm gonna take the restaurant, and I can't eat in there.
Yeah, you just drink elsewhere and eat elsewhere.
No, I'll drink there.
all day, every day. And Tony?
Yeah, I go to the restaurant.
Yeah. Okay, well, Tony and Liam both went for the restaurant that they can't eat at. But let us know over on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at BigMikePod. What would you rather? Would you rather be the king of an African tribe or work in the storeroom in Argos in Limerick?
What?
I think this is the best question ever.
You're a king.
You're king of a remote African tribe.
Okay.
So you've got like no technology.
Okay. Or just the storeroom in Argos.
Or you just work in the storeroom in Argos.
In Limerick.
In Limerick. So not like somewhere exciting.
Yeah.
So like the reason I thought of this is I think that working in the storeroom in Argos would be quite a nice job. I feel like a ticket would come through, you'd put something on the conveyor belt. I'm sure there's more to it. I'm sure it's harder than that. But like, you know, it seems kind of nice and methodical.
Yeah.
Not dealing with the customers, not getting any of the grief.
Yeah. The king.
You're king, so you're not really dealing with anything, are you?
Not dealing with anything.
No, but there could, like, you're 24/7 a king, like.
Yeah, but
So there's no time off for the king, like.
what the king says goes.
Yeah.
What the king says goes, but also.
Anybody end off with their heads then otherwise.
Yeah, and then off with yours if they rebel or they don't like
They
it.
won't rebel.
Why won't they?
Because I'm the king.
That's who they rebel against every time.
No, they wouldn't do that.
Why wouldn't they? You're not treating them very well.
Because I'm the
Off the
king.
bat, he's taking their heads off.
I'm the king.
Yeah, that is it. I thought of a peaceful rule, but Tony's straight away like off with the head.
Chorus.
The king.
Scrap.
Listen to me or fuck off.
Scrapyard Tony, look.
Tony, this is as close to Into the Wild as I've given you as an option.
I know, yeah, I noticed that.
Well, except for the desert island.
Oh yeah, true.
But like, think of all the nice animals in Africa and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think about them like.
I'm picturing you're like everyone lives in like wood huts, maybe. You know, you obviously have the nicest one. You're not like poor, like everyone can eat, but you're not like rich at all. But you get obviously the best of the food and the best of the drink, and everyone.
Yeah. So then essentially you are rich, aren't you?
You're richer than everyone else in your village, but you're not like. Do you know?
But what is rich? Like, it's only all relative, isn't it? Do you know, you're as well off as you can be. It's perfect.
Yeah, but like I'm saying you can't install computers, or you know, you can't.
So what good are they to you anyway?
I don't.
No.
I'd go. I'd just go looking for all the animals all the time.
But like, what?
You go look for animals.
You're the king of these people. You can't just be fucking MIA. Like,
Oh, I won't be MIA. They can come as well.
The whole village.
the whole fucking village. Like,
Let's go look at the animals. Come on.
Totally just thinks they've nothing else to do. Like, they don't have fucking.
They're like, yeah, we've seen a fucking tiger before.
They're like, no, we don't have fucking crops to harvest or fucking water to irrigate or anything like that. No, we're just gonna go out and see the fucking zebras again.
Exactly.
Look, it's a monkey. Yeah, I know. We've always seen monkeys.
You know, he's been here forever. We've been here forever. Like,
great.
How did this guy become king? How the fuck did this guy become king? Will someone explain this to me?
Well, first we'd have to explain what a podcast is.
And the fires in the nighttime be lovely.
I mean, if you work in Argos, you can fucking have a fire out your back at night time.
You wouldn't be lighting a fire in Argos.
No, you don't live in Argos. If you're working in Argos in Limerick, presumably you live in a house.
I don't think you get paid much if you're doing an Argos, though, would you? Like Argos.
I'd say you get
get minimum wage at least.
Yeah.
Which isn't a lot to live in Ireland now.
I think it'd be a nice paid job. But you could have a car and live out the country and it wouldn't be expensive.
Yeah.
Basically, like, Argos is like much closer to your current life.
Yeah. Like, way closer, like.
So, like, that's a nice, stable job. Do you know, like, doesn't seem like it'd be particularly hard. Seems like it'd be rewarding enough. You kind of clock on, you clock off, you get to go home.
Yeah, that's the thing, like, you get to go home and have a normal, like, evening, normal weekends, normal holidays, Christmas.
Yeah, you just have to work there full time, that's it.
This guy's just thinking about bonfires and fucking bird watching, like.
Monkeys and lemurs and fucking.
Which you can do, like, in Limerick. You can.
How many giraffes do you need to see, Tony, before you could get on with fucking ruling your kingdom?
Yeah, exactly, like.
I'd still be ruling it, just while on the back of a giraffe.
On the back of a giraffe, they're not built to be ridden. Just because they look like they are does not mean they are.
I'm the king, buddy.
You're not the fucking giraffes king. I didn't say you're king of the giraffes.
Like, I've tried Limerick and I don't know.
The actual work for Argos, I imagine, would be nice.
Yeah. Like, I haven't tried Africa, like.
You haven't tried Argos?
I haven't tried Argos, that's fair. But no, it's not even it's not the brand, it's the positioning. I can't see myself living back in Limerick, like.
You can see yourself more living in Africa?
Probably more, yeah, more likely to.
Get your tan on and everything.
Tony, it's not a holiday.
Will I be completely accepted by the tribe?
Like, yeah, I mean, there could be rebellions. So you might have to go to war.
Yeah.
But they'll like you.
How prepared are we for war, like?
Well, I don't know. As prepared as you are. Like.
But, well, like you say, it's tomorrow. What if, like, straight away someone's like, fucking, who's this cunt? I don't like him. Let's go fight them.
Possible.
Then I'm not prepared at all. So that's terrifying. So, like, way more chance of death in Africa.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Like malaria, AIDS, yeah, way more chance of death in Africa.
People, animals.
Yeah.
COVID.
If they're a remote tribe, they don't have to worry about it, really.
Well, you'd be fucking bringing it over to them.
That's fucking nonsense talk, like. That's just nonsense talk.
I suppose you could bring it into the storeroom in Argos as well.
Say it.
Why
are you saying I have it, like?
Yeah.
I don't have it, like.
When's the last time you got tested?
2 weeks ago.
Exactly. You could have it now.
No.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. I don't want to be the fucking COVID carrier, like. Can we just not have that in there?
They would take out the COVID element.
But
let's say you're tested on the way there.
Okay.
And it's positive. And
So,
it's-
like, do you know, I'm spoiling that. I'm definitely taking it to
Then the tribe will love you.
Would you prefer to be like the richest man in the village or working in Argos in Limerick?
Do you get discounts in Argos?
Probably do.
Like, Argos is just a normal life. It's kind of mad to even consider the African king one. Like,
But you get to be king. A lot of people like to be king.
yeah.
It's not about being king, it's about, you know.
But, like, couldn't you bring him? Like, and do I have all the knowledge I have now?
It's tomorrow morning.
Yeah, so you could actually, I don't know, I'd just round up these people and take them back to Limerick. We'd open our own kind of Argos. That'd be fucking great.
The tribe might want to leave the tribe, like.
That's not an option.
What do you mean that's not an option? I'm fucking king. No, now it's an option. I'll be coming to take care of you first, you fucking prick.
They don't have passports.
It just turns into a gang, not even.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it'd be too much of a culture shock just to fucking land in Africa as king of some tribe.
Would you try and open an Argos in Africa and work in the store? So, like, you know, you'd be selling, like, just vegetables and stuff, you know, like, you'd be back in the storeroom and there'd be a conveyor belt, but, like, someone has to work it by hand, you know.
I don't know. Tony, what are you thinking, man?
I think the Africa thing is different enough that I'd try it, like, too much curiosity otherwise.
But it's forever, you know, it's not just try it, like, it's not, and in a year's time I can change.
Yeah, but you get used to it, wouldn't you?
Oh, you're already used to the Argos life, you know.
And how do they dress this African tribe?
Piece of cloth.
Is it?
They dress in very little because it's hot.
Yeah.
Do you know, like little kind of, you could be wearing kind of shorts basically. Do you know? That's how I'm picturing.
Okay.
Like made out of leaves or I don't know, whatever.
It doesn't really change anything.
Like, what if you said, like, you got, like, what?
I don't know.
What?
But like, if you said, like, you know, you're completely Starkers, I'd be like, well, I'll go to Limerick then, I guess.
I just get used to being Starkers, though.
Tony's like, if you're Starkers, I'll go to fucking Africa, no matter what.
Be nice and free. You'd technically be Starkers anyway. It's just little shorts.
Then you wouldn't technically be Starkers. Like, you'd technically be wearing shorts.
Like, I'm just saying that because that's what I'm like. That's what I would probably wear myself if I went to Africa and lived there. Anyway.
Just a little pair of little shorts.
I just can't see myself being accepted as a king. Look.
Yeah, well, they do. They love you.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay then. But then again, Limerick's just a normal life. But do you have to work in Argos forever?
Yeah, in the storeroom specifically.
Fucking hell. Like, when can you retire now? Like, when you're 66, and by the time we get there, it'll probably be 70.
Yeah, fucking terrible. Okay, guys, so people at home are waiting. What would you rather?
I'm gonna go with the African tribe. African tribe. Definitely. All the way. You gave me something close to Into the Wild, so I'm gonna take that.
And you just have like a load of friends to go bird watching with now. And Liam?
I'm gonna go back to Limerick.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, Africa would be alright if it was a normal life, like a normal to me life, like, but I can't imagine what it'd be like to fucking be in an African tribe, so I'm not taking that risk.
As the tiebreaker, as much as I'd love to be king, I don't think I'd be able to handle it. So I don't think I could hack the pressure. So I would pick Argos as well. You might get pretty sick of it, but it would be a nice job.
No. Just no.
Tony always picks the fun one.
Tony always picks a fun one. So let us know over on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Big Mike Pod. What would you rather? So, Liam, the word around town is that you've got a new end segment this week. No more Ring of Fire Quickfire round. We've got something brand new and shiny to show all our listeners.
Yeah. Exciting times, Mike.
I'm pretty excited.
Yeah. It's called, what's it called? Call it, Liam's Bad Dad Jokes.
Liam's Bad Dad Jokes. I like it.
Yeah. And these are not jokes about my absentee father. These are just dad jokes.
Did he ever tell you a joke?
He did actually. I'll try and think of one. I'll have a.
He said he was coming back.
Good one. Right, I've written down some jokes that I like. I'm just going to read them out, and you're going to like them as well.
I can't wait to like them. What about you, Tony? You gonna like them?
Oh yeah, dad jokes are my thing. I like them.
They're Liam's thing actually. So sorry.
Well, yeah. I prefer granddad jokes actually.
Old school.
Yeah.
Creepy uncle jokes.
Guys, I don't know how this is gonna go at all. So I'll start off, and I'm just gonna say things like, and this comes in from Stuart, listening in Castle Troy. And Stuart says, I had to leave my job in the shoe recycling centre. It was soul destroying. Class. The last thing my granddad said before he kicked the bucket. How far do you think I can kick this fucking bucket?
Is that even a joke?
That one is brilliant.
I once had a teacher with a lazy eye. She couldn't control her pupils.
Oh, fucking hell.
Was she not very strict?
My girlfriend kicked me out of the flat earlier. She said my Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonations weren't very good. That's okay, because I'll return.
I thought you were going to say hasta la vista.
When the first knife was invented, people said this was the best thing since torn off chunks of bread.
It's a croutons. Croutons.
Yeah. So that's the end of Liam's bad jokes. Bad jokes. Whatever it is.
I'm not meaning to step into your segment here, but obviously I am the host, so I can if I want. I'm like the king of this tribe, if you think about it. So maybe what if me and Tony picked our favorite one each week?
Yeah, great.
And then down the line you can have the best of.
No bother. Let me get. Yeah, I'll remember this one, and then I can have a pin the next day.
I think well, the great thing about a podcast is you can just listen back to it. You know, you don't have to write it down.
No, I'll write it down. Yeah.
Focus.
So yeah, I think we should agree every time.
Okay.
I think, and then Liam should have the deciding vote maybe, if we disagree.
Okay.
I think the bucket one.
I 100% think the bucket one.
Okay.
Definitely.
I think I'll remember that. No need to write it down.
I can get you a bucket.
So Mike, I was just wondering, is this okay for an end segment, or?
This is the best end segment we have, I think.
Until your new one in 2 weeks' time, yeah?
I forgot what it was. Yeah. Well, no, this is probably still better.
I'm excited to see what Tony brings to the table next week.
A bucket.
Okay, lads. So this has been a great week. Next week we're on to a bit of a spooky episode.
Ooh.
Next week is our Halloween special. So I hope you all come in fancy dress and we'll play trick or treat. Would you rather a trick or a treat?
Treat, please.
I'm just going to come with really smelly feet, buddy.
Why? As usual, or?
You know, things I used to say when you're a kid. Don't make it weird. No.
Have you not been washing your feet? Because like this is audio, so no one can smell them.
Yeah, I'll just for that episode.
Okay.
For this whole month.
For the month of October. Smelly Socktober.
Yeah, smelly Socktober.
So so that should be fun. For everyone listening at home, we hope you enjoyed the episode. Well, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Tony, did you hope they enjoyed the episode?
Always.
And Liam, did you hope that they enjoyed the episode?
No.
Oh, that's funny. See, because you expect them to say yeah. Cause,
classic misdirection.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And me and Tony both said we did. And then Liam was like, no. And I bet you got a shock. I bet you were like, what? Oh no, why wouldn't he care and stuff?
And he's usually the nice one. Tony's usually the guy who says that. Fucking nailed him.
God, this is a great podcast.
Man, we're so good.
But if you have any questions, I'm looking into doing a fan vote question where I have a whole episode where it's only questions that fans have asked. So if you have any, let us know on our new email address, bigmikepod@gmail.com. That's bigmikepod@gmail.com. So just let us know, just send over an email. Just the only emails I have in there are like, please verify your email account. So it's a bit sad. If no one emails me this week, I might just have to sign up to some spam. And I don't think that these Russian beauties even want to meet me, to be honest. I think it's all lies. But yeah, from me, Big Mike, and the boys, it's bye for now. Thanks, bye.
Thanks, bye.
See you now.